Apparently it's Ryan's secret weapon number 1, Swain. It's a nice skin as well. John T's decided to go for null magic and 2 pots.
I can't see John T building anything out of a null magic mail. I mean, like Hex Drinker at the very least, if he wanted to turn it into a higher, I don't know, like a higher tier item.
I think it's more just to be sat there. If you get me.
Yeah, I can't see him expanding on it because you know you'll probably get the typical long swords, or I mean he got the BS sword on Ezreal, but that was in a situation where he wasn't pressured enough to be forced to purchase.
Yeah, so you could just sit up and farm and farm and farm. It's just one of them where you'll sit and have it for forever. It's just there to boost him because that's put him up to, well, 62 magic resist.
Again with the Crystalline Flask on Ryan, and I don't think we ever got his reasoning behind why he was using it, but
it must just be a sustain thing. It's just a generic. You don't have to keep buying. Obviously, all you do is recall for it to charge up again. It gives you mana and health, and it's only you can buy it when the game starts. It's a like when it was first released, it was everyone bought it, and then it fell out of favor. But there was no reason for it to fall out of favor.
120.
Sure, but hit.
Sorry.
Go on.
120 health is about, or it's exactly like 80% of a health pot. So that's around the value of what, you know, a little over 25 gold per charge. So at least from a health perspective, you're basically getting like what, a little maybe 80, 90 gold per back if you opted to buy the flask over pots. When you factor in the mana, I don't remember what the mana regain on a mana pot is. I think it's 100. So 60% of that is of 30. Or did they bring it down to 30? Or is it still 35?
I think they haven't changed it. Okay. I could be wrong.
So yeah, you're probably looking at what, maybe like 100, more than 100 gold per back, I guess. So you really need 2 or 3 recalls before it really becomes effective. I suppose if you buy it early on, it would be gold efficient. And it's really,
he's open with it, so it's that kind of insta buy.
It's really useful on somebody who can take full advantage of the health and the mana regen. Somebody who's not really gated by one or the other. I don't know. It's a personal preference thing, I guess, but ideally you would want to constrain yourself to 2 backs only. So I guess that would pay off.
Yeah, it sounds like a reasonable amount. Like you don't want to be recalling like in the game where I was playing against Caitlyn, I recalled 4 times.
Yeah.
But I needed the damage spike, whereas Ryan kind of gets that naturally.
There's that commit and there's disengage.
John T after 2-1-5. Ryan's
no ignite on the other side. Okay.
No, I think the exhaust is just to keep Vayne in check, and keep the damage down. Obviously, it's going to horrifically reduce her damage output during.
Well, he didn't know the matchup too when he was taking exhaust, which is the other thing. But he could have assumed it was an AD carry.
He could have assumed it was an AD carry, or an assassin of some sort.
I feel like it's more useful against burst mages, somebody like a Kali who we might have expected. But
yeah,
but AD carries are known for sustained damage output. Now John T's getting in that, that deadly range, and he thinks that, Neverial is in that range too. He's going all in. He tumbles towards him. Whoa there. Okay.
Doesn't even get to 6 for the power spike. Barry didn't cast.
Oh, it's unfortunate, but best of 3. Anything can happen. So that's game 1. Swain takes the